I have learned that I do not have to bite my fingernail and finish it. I do not have to sulk and bite all my nails because I have fingers. I deserve to have nails. You understand? So that it is fingernail. There are people that are proud of their cortical beds. Not every time. I have learned. Lesson learned. You will grow. I will nurture you and file you well. Not every time artificial. Abi? Yes. No. Hello, wonderful people. I am Didi, and you are welcome to my channel. Happy Harmattan for wherever you are. I'm sure that by now you can smell Christmas. It depends on wherever you are in Lagos, in Nigeria, not Lagos, Nigeria. In Nigeria, the degree of the cold is different, but it simply means that Christmas is here. At least the three wise men brought gifts to baby Jesus on a cold night. I'm sorry if it was not a cold night though. I don't have intentions of misleading you. Do you understand? Aha. So, happy Harmattan. Christmas is here, so I can say compliments of the season. Can you smell Christmas already? I can't smell Christmas, but I can't taste it yet. Hold on. I can't taste Christmas yet. It's not yet tasting. So if you are new to my channel, kindly watch my videos. Kindly, leave your comments. Let's get talking. Let's get to know one another. Let's deliberate on topics. Let's ask questions. Let's answer questions. Let's subscribe so you can join the family and hit the notification bell so that you can get informed / notified whenever we have new videos for you. And if you're an active subscriber, if you're my family member, if you are my tribe people, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for helping my market and making me know that you don't give up on me just easily. Okay, so we're still on the topic of my 1 year anniversary. Or should I say my marriage in 365 days? And I promised you guys 3 things I'm grateful for, 6 lessons I have learned, and 5 things that I do not like and hope to change. Being that I've shared 3 with you, we're left with 65. So I'm hopping on 6 today, which is the lessons I have learned in another beautiful year. You get me? In the 365 days, I've learned so many things, but the top 6 that I have learned, I would share with you today. Come along with me, guys. First thing I have learned is I now know how to fight. I now fight with a plan. I am selective about my battles now. Let's say in generally life, like generally speaking, I am now selective about my battles. My peace is primary. I cannot come and wound myself. It's okay to be emotional. It's okay to cry. You understand? It's normal. Before I was thinking, I'm not strong. I don't have mind. I'm not sure. I'm very, very sure now. It's okay to even go to bed angry. Maybe next year, I would come back and say it is not good to go to bed angry. But as at now, where my headspace is at, it might sound very not good, but I think I'm in a healthy place. When I say go to bed angry, not like, let me not come and explain what it means by going to bed angry. It means different things for different people. But right now, I now know how to fight. I fight with a plan. I am selective about my battles. You understand? Now, it's not like before. This is the first thing I have learned. There's a video, I'll leave the link down below. I told people that want to get married to ensure that they learn how to fight. I meant it though. I now know. I did not know how to fight before I got married. In my marriage, I have learned how to fight with a plan, not foolish fighting, not throwing pillow up and down and easing because my husband can sense it a mile away. There's a plan now. You understand? Lesson learned. So, second thing I have learned in these 365 days is I have learned to listen. I am learning to listen. Not that I've learned. I'm learning to listen. And before, the Bible said, let him who has ear, let him hear. I didn't know the meaning before, but I think now I know. Because you can have ear and you cannot hear. Some people with ears. I'm not saying those who are, who are deaf. No. I'm saying some people can have ear and they're not hearing anything. Like when you are listening, when you are hearing to talk. So the second thing I have learned in these 365 days is I have learned to listen. Not because I have something to say. I listen to every single thing, every rant, every complaint, this is my ear. And I make sure that I calm down, like I am in that place. Sometimes you're like, babe, are you listening? You're pressing your phone. I'm with you, babe. I'm with you. I drop it. I listen to every slutty secretary wahala, every bad day traffic issue, they do this and they did not. It is here. Do you understand? Not sometimes you think you're listening and you're pressing your device or you're attending to something else and you can mistakenly give, a facial expression or, just a grin or something, and it sends off a wrong signal. So now I have learned to listen to every single thing. You talk about the salty secretary, the girl that is doing for you. I'm not angry, I just I want us finish. The third thing I have learned is I have learned to regard our opinion. I'm saying my spouse and I have learned to regard our opinion, than any wise counsel or influence would or should influence me. I said I was grateful in my previous video. I said I was grateful for counsels in different forms, but no matter how they come to me, I always regard my husband and I regard our influence, our opinions more than that. Not that I do not take them. Remember, I said I take them and I remodel them. It depends on what the issue might be. And for those who are married or well invested in a relationship, these things. Sometimes there's some things that doesn't feel well with you. There's some things that there's some counsels that when you hear them, you are just double-minded. Your spirit is in unrest. And you just feel like, I just have to chill, or I have to pray about it, or I have to ask another person, I have to seek another opinion, and it seems like, oh no. So that's why I said I have learned to regard, not my mom's opinion higher than the opinion of my husband and I, not my father's, not my siblings, not my friends, not my relatives, not even social media opinion on certain matters. I have learned to regard our opinion. That does not mean you not give me advice, so it's you that lose. Because who say in neighbor make shame catch in neighbor? Na him shame go catch. Yoruba go say oju ti ara le mi lana. You understand? Give it to me and leave me to, you understand? Because even the Holy Spirit sometimes to advise you, not to take it. So it's not the smart advice you gave me that I did not take. You're not angry. Don't be angry. It's lesson I learned. The fourth thing I have learned in these 365 days is I have learned to understand that I'm not always right. In fact, say it with me. You are not always right. Say it with me. Don't do that. Don't look away. You are not always right. I have learned to understand that I am not always right. I have learned to be mindful, know where my husband is coming from. We are all trying towards one goal, but we're using different approaches. You understand? There's some things that they just do not tell you. It depends on the thing, me. I'm very curious, and in fact, I'm curious and inquisitive about some kind of things. You understand? So we are all heading towards the same, we're trying towards the same goal or using different approaches. I try to understand where my husband is coming from. I try to understand where, in fact, sometimes where I am even coming from. I have learned to understand, not just know. I have learned to understand. You understand? You understand, I mean. I learned to understand that I am not always right. Some things there's some arguments I've had in the first 4 months of my marriage. I had some arguments with my husband, and when I sat down to think about it, we're actually saying the same thing, but we were meaning different things. And it has happened to you too. So you are not always right. I'm not always right. And I have found out that if we always say our spouses is right, it makes the quarrel or the arguments easy. Because if I say my husband is right and my husband say I am right, well, last we'll do all right. You understand? We'll do all right. Everybody saying, oh, this person is right or that person is right. Hey, now that's when fight go quick settle now. Depend on the person, but I just talk with me, I don't learn. You understand? The fifth thing I have learned in these 365 days is, let me tell you with the song. This world is not my own. This world is not my own. I am not a superwoman. I'm only a superwoman in hashtag. Do you understand? I beg. Now who die and I be legend? If you die alive, you be star. You understand me? I cannot die. I have learned to delegate duties, you know, and also ask for help freely. Unlike before, I felt like, I don't need muscle to show that I have power. You understand? I do this. Right now, when I can't, I rest. I sit back and I rest. And if it's something of urgency, I delegate. And if it's something I cannot delegate, I just wait or I ask for help. I beg. Be careful. Only you do it. You will wound. You don't understand. I cannot die. I don't understand. See Percy picking now, see fresh. You don't understand. I'm trying my best to just be a fine girl. You don't get it. Even though that my husband family is paying me like 600. You get my husband family are still paying me like 600 naira. After they pay everything, they did not give me anything. It's only the thing that they share in the bride price that me I see my partake inside. They did not give me any particular money. So me I want to build them because just look at all this. I don't rob any, like you don't understand. Like, oh God, see now without make. It's in the money, just as it's in the money. Like they're owing me 600 naira. Let me use to buy meat pie and one Fanta, one bottle water. So I do not owe me change. I'll buy one buns and join to it. So you understand? Because you have to. You don't understand what I'm saying. I am not a superwoman. Only a hashtag. I'm sorry. You see one thing I've noticed. They call you strong woman when you are struggling. It's when you are struggling that you are a strong woman. All the women that have had to sit down in luxury and just command things, they don't call them strong women. As I don't learn that sense, it's me that should come and die for a strong woman. I'm sorry. I'm black and proud. That's enough for me. Thank you. The sixth thing I have learned in these 365 days is that God is in charge, but I have to get going. If I just sit down and say I have prayed, or somebody's interceding for me, or that belief that, oh yes, God is with me, it's the word of the Lord, I am redeemed by the blood of Jesus or something, and I don't get going, I will get stuck. You understand? Just like the story of the trophy. Now when you keep them, now they come meet them. It is not important till you show it off. It is not important till you carry it. You cannot move, you cannot do it, just shining there, sitting and looking. I know God is in charge, but I have to get going. I have to get a course if I have to. I have to find a side hustle if a day job is not coming. I have to love you guys some more so you can love on me some more, and you know, I have to get going. I have to move. You don't understand? I have to shift. Standing in one place, because that's, see, even if you are in one place and you say the Lord is in charge, one, that is the beginning of stagnancy, or stagnancy in the definition of itself. So I have learned that God is in charge. God is in the marriage. God is in the life. You call him, you invoke him, you do incantation to bring him. Anything you do, he is in charge. But I have to get going. What have you learned in this phase of your marriage? What have you learned in this, you know, this season? This, you know, this. What have you learned? For you that is well invested in a relationship, what have you learned? I'm sorry, I'm not going to tell you that as soon as you get married it's going to change. I'm only going to say it's going to be more thickened. You understand? It's going to have hunchback. It's going to stand like this. If you have learned to ease, one day when you marry, you will come back and tell us that thing you learned, it is not a good lesson. But you know the beautiful things about things that you learn, you can unlearn and relearn them. So in this past 365 days, these are the first 6 things I have learned. I can go on and on and on and on, but because I promised you 6, let me go and do past myself. I'm going to be giving you bonus tip now, I'll be boring you guys. There's no need for that. You understand? There's no time for that. Based on it's a Christmas season. So guys, share with me in the comment section your life in the past year, lessons you have learned in the first year of your marriage. All my senior colleagues in marriage, in this present time of your marriage. For those who are in a relationship, this point of your relationship. For those who are not in a relationship, your personal growth and development and things you have learned about yourself, share with me. If you have not yet subscribed, I don't know what you are waiting for. I don't know why you will say you are loving me. You have loved me like this now. You are not subscribed to my. You don't just have to only subscribe. Just hit that bell. Just do pang. It's free. It's just do pang. It will not make any sound actually, but just hit it for me. You get notified. I'll see you guys in my next video, and I'm sure you really want to be interested in that one, because 5 things I do not like and I'm hoping to change. It's going to be brutal. My darling husband and my in-laws, I'm sorry in advance. I love you guys a million. Bye.